Women football for you there. Welcome you on the show. Sports update on Trust TV. Adeni Aji Shafe. Well, our women have really done well this season. They played their match day 13 and celebrating them. We just have to look at the stories trending concerning them, where some teams have qualified for the Super 6 that will be coming up to know the winner of the league. Well, NWFL, Nigerian Women Football League, Nasarawa Amazons, Rivers Angels, Confluence Queens, Heartland Queens, picked Super 6 ticket. Right now, they've been able to do it after their match day 13 was played across Nigeria in Group A and B. They have two groups there. Let's look at the groups, how they played, and also we'll be looking at the table. For Sunshine Queens of Akure, they picked Ekiti Queens in a battle that ended in their favor 1-0. Edo Queens also did well against Remo Stars 1-0. This also ended in favor of Edo Queens from Edo State. Rivers Angels of Rivers State, they picked Bayelsa Queens in the battle of the South-South, while FC Obo Queens of Lagos play goalless against Delta Queens. It was a tough one. They had to share the spoil there. And we look at Group B, how it also went down in Group B. You look at Abia Angels losing at home surprisingly against Conference Queens, actually scored 1-2 goals to silence Abia Angels, who have been doing so well in this competition, but this time around they went to sleep. The Queens defeating the Angels was a big one, the icing on the cake for the Conference Queens of Lokoja Kogi State. Heartland Queens also defeated Nigeria Tales 2-1 in their own game, as we were able to win in the three-goal thriller there. 2-1 it ended. Nasarawa Amazon show class, while they are one of the topmost teams in this women's league. They defeated Adamawa Queens to qualify for the Super 6. They are celebrating in that particular order. Royal Queens 3-0 against Danas Ladies. They actually did so well by defeating Danas Ladies in that particular encounter in the match day 13 in Group B result. And that taking us to the way the table is standing in Group A. In Group A, you look at Nasarawa Amazons. After playing 13 matches, they won 8 out of it. They drew 2, lost 3. They have goals for, scoring 21 goals, with the minor actually considered 7 goals, the plus 14 goal difference, and they gather 26 points. Right now, they qualify for the Super 6, celebrating there. Heartland Queens also did well. They were able to do it. After match day 13, they have 24 points, a plus 11, conceding 9 goals, scoring 20. And you look at them having to lose 3 matches, they drew 3 and they won 7. For Confluence Queens also, who did well in an away game, they did well also, having 24 plus 6, 13 matches played, 7-1, 3 draw, and they actually lost 3 with a goal considered to be 7, and they scored 13 goals with a plus 6 for them, the ladies from Kogi State. Adamawa Queens, well, they fought out, but it wasn't good enough, as right now, all their efforts, they couldn't cross over to make it the top 3 that qualify or pick the ticket for the top 6 or Super 6 there. For Danas Ladies, it's a -5. If you look at what they score and what they conceded, 13 goals they scored, they conceded 18. That's a -5, and they have 15 points after winning 4 matches, drew 3, and they lost 6. For Adamawa Queens, they won 5, they lost 7, and they drew 1. Abia Angels, well, Abia Angels fought hard, but right now they have 14 points after playing 13 matches with -6. For them, they won 4 matches, they drew 2, they lost 7. Goal difference of -6 after scoring 11 goals, and they conceded 17. So they actually got more goals scored against them than the one they scored. For Nigeria Test of Abuja, it wasn't a good season for them, as they fought hard, but their fight wasn't too strong. They had to stand 7th on the law with 14 points, a -7 in goal difference, conceding 19 goals, scoring 12, while they have 4 as they won out of 13 matches. They drew 2. They actually lost 7 games. They are not so good. For Royal Queens, the same way, they came 13 matches, they played 13 points, they gather approximately just 1 point from each match if you were to look at it mathematically. They won 3 matches, they lost 6, they drew 4, and conceded 16 goals, scoring 7. If you minus it, a -9 on goal difference. Well, for Nasarawa Amazon, they're celebrating. Heartland celebrating right now, and you can't take anything away from Conference also celebrating there. We cross over to Group B. Well, this is a big one because Rivers Angels, they'll be able to do it. They qualify for the Super 6 so far, and this is celebrating a big match coming up. Well, if you look at it, Bayelsa Queens, Edo Queens will have to fight us to see who will be joining. Although right now, Rivers Angels, after 13 matches, they won 8. They drew 3, they lost 2, and they scored 19 goals and also considered 11 with a +8, having 27 points to qualify for the Super 6. Bayelsa Queens, Edo Queens, the same point they have, 22-22, and after playing 13 matches, Bayelsa Queens won 6, drew 4, lost 3, scored 16 goals, considered 8, that's a +8. Edo Queens also from the South, they won 7 out of 13, they drew 1, they lost 5, and they have to score 19 goals. Actually, they consider 15. That's a +4 for them with 22 points. FC Robo Queens of Lagos, there's still hope for. Anything can still happen, because if they are able to win their game, anything can still actually happen concerning this particular group. It's still very open. They played 13 matches, a -2 for them, conceding 16 goals, scoring 14, winning 4, drawing 4, and losing 4. Therefore, Delta Queens, surprisingly, this season has been a tough one for the ladies from Delta. After playing 13 matches, they won 4, they drew 4, they lost 5, scoring 11 goals, and they actually conceded 10, making it them to have a +1 in 16 points. Remo Star ladies, they need to actually copy their men, but right now they are standing 6th on the law with 15 points, a -1 after scoring 15, conceding 16 goals, and they have to win 4, they drew 3, and they lost 6. For Sunshine Queens of Akure and the Kitty Queens, back-to-back right now, they are neighbors. You look at the matches they played, 13 each, and they scored 4. They won 4-3. They actually, for Sunshine Queens, they drew 1. They lost 8, winning out of the matches they played. They won 4 there, scoring 14, and they conceded 21 goals, a -7. But for Ekiti Queens, a -11 was what they did, as they were able to fight. They fought hard, but they were able to score just 7 goals, actually conceding 18 goals, making them to have a -11, and they won 3, lost 8, and drew 2. Well, as it went down on match day 13 in women football, we always want to promote Nigerian sport, and that's why we always want to make sure we give you this of all the happenings in the world of sport in different facets, be it in football, taekwondo, rugby, handball. We always want to promote our own sport there. Well, for women football, for teams like Heartland, Conference Queens, Nasarawa Amazons, Super 6 ticket is sure for them. And also Rivers Angels, who have been able to pick the ticket there, celebrating all of them for what they've done so far. Right now, let's look at how the ladies from Rivers celebrated after they pick up that Super 6 ticket. Ladies from Rivers, they are doing so well by being able to qualify for the Super 6. They're celebrating all the teams. I'm talking about women football. It's getting better every day in Nigeria. Right now, we'll cross over from soccer. Let's talk about athletics. This time around, it's going to be a big one, because 1,500 athletes to participate in 13 sports as 19th Nordic sport events was in Abuja. Nordic is Nigerian Oil and Gas Industry Games that will be coming up in Abuja. Abuja is the host this year, and right now all the teams will be participating. We have different agencies of the Nigerian oil and gas industry. About 1,500 athletes will be participating in this competition, the 19th edition. So it means for the past 19 years it has been in consistency. Right now, 13 sports that they will participate in. Let's look at those sporting moments where they will be fighting for honors. In athletics, Nigerian Oil and Gas Industry Games, sporting events, athletics, football, volleyball, basketball, 8-ball pool, tennis, table tennis, chess, badminton, Scrabble, swimming, golf, and squash. Those are the 13 games that all the athletes representing their agency in the Nigerian Oil and Gas Industry Games will be fighting for honors in Abuja. Well, right now, all of them are battle ready, and the Nigerian oil industry are saying, well, we want to give the best to all the athletes as they come out to compete, at least as they say that all work and no play, so that to make the oil workers a dull men and women. So that's why they actually organize this. And really, it's always interesting to see them competing in different sports. But this time around, it's going to be in 13 different sports that they'll be fighting for honors, like golf, chess, not forgetting athletics, and also football. We'll cross over from there quickly. Let's talk about events coming out today in football. That's over there in Europe, Europa Conference League, and also Europa League. Europa League fixtures for this for today. Atalanta facing Liverpool in the second leg. In the first leg, it was a shocking moment for the team that never walk alone. As they walked alone that night, they lost by 3-0. Atalanta defeating them over there at Anfield. And now they travel to Italy to face Ademola Lookman's team. Will he be scoring tonight? Anything can happen, but right now they lead the first leg 3-0 on aggregate level, and now the second leg is coming up. Will they be able to beat Liverpool again, or Liverpool will actually equalize all the 3 goals and still win the game? Anything can still happen in football. You never can say. For Marseille against Benfica, Benfica are leading the pack with a 2-1. Well, a 2-1 there for the fact that they were able to do well in the first leg. Marseille having 1 point. And you look at Roma against AC Milan. Roma led the first leg 1-0, and now they play in the second leg in the city of Rome. West Ham United by Leverkusen. Leverkusen are topping. They led the first leg, being able to win 2-0 there. Well, it's a big battle between all these teams as they'll be fighting hard to see who stays top there. For West Ham, Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen, they won the Bundesliga. They are gunning for another trophy. Will they do it? Xabi Alonso are Nigerians. We have Nathan Teller and Victor Boniface in that squad, and they are battling to see how they can also add more feathers to their cap. If they are able to defeat West Ham, they cross over to semi-final. Anything can still rather happen in this football competition coming up tonight in the Europa League, the second tier of UEFA competition, after we saw what happened in the UEFA Champions League, where all the teams from England are now being bundled out. Manchester City, Arsenal are no longer there, and you look at Real Madrid, the only team from Spain right now who is still there, and you can't take it away from a team from Germany, Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich. Despite not being able to win the league this time around, they still hold their own to qualify for the semi-final. Well, for PSG, some people are saying this is their best time to see if they can get to win the UEFA Champions League. But we wait to see if they can do it with Mbappe, that will be leaving to join the Los Merengues Real Madrid there. Quickly, let's look at the third tier of UEFA competition called Europa Conference League, as we look at the fixtures that will be coming up tonight. Fiorentina of Italy will be playing against Victoria Plzen, and it's going to be a tough one because both of them play goalless in the first leg, and the second leg will be the determinant of this particular teams rather. Lille of France against giant killing team Aston Villa. Arsenal won't forget that in a hurry after they dent their title hope. Well, for Aston Villa, 2-1 first leg, and now they'll be facing Lille in the second leg. Fenerbahce of Turkey, they are trailing with 2-3 in the first leg against Olympiacos of Greece. Well, let's see what Bright Osayi Samuel team will be doing tonight. Can they turn the table against the Greece team? It is very possible. For Club Brugge of Belgium against Pau Salonika of Greece, 1-0 is at stake because Pau Salonika are trailing. Anything can happen because it's still open for Club Brugge rather. They need to tighten their belt. They just have to be very careful. If you look at what happened in the first leg between Real Madrid and Manchester City, a lot of people are already tipping Man City to make it through, but it never happened. After all the chances they couldn't convert it, Real Madrid took advantage of the penalty shootout, and they were able to do the business, not forgetting their hero, Lunin, who really rescued them concerning that game yesterday. Well, right now, we'll take you through some transfer gossip quickly. We run through it. Barcelona and Man City are in talks with RB Leipzig midfielder Dani Olmo's agent. They want to see how they can get him, but the fight is between Barcelona and Manchester City, who are after this midfielder, hot player there. Is a very red hot midfielder, Dani Olmo, but the agent is talking with the two clubs, and we see where he will be joining next season. Liverpool could move for West Ham forward Mohamed Kudus. Mohamed Kudus, if Mo Salah leaves, if he leaves Liverpool to Saudi Arabia, it's possible they'll be gunning for the Ghanaian player. Mohamed Kudus has been spirited form for West Ham United over there in England. Chelsea, Barcelona are keen on a move for AS Roma striker Paulo Dybala. Paulo Dybala played with AS Roma, and right now Chelsea and Barcelona are actually looking at him getting to sign for them. But wait to see what's going to be happening there. We'll talk about another one. Several Saudi Pro League clubs are lined up for Senegalese midfielder. His name is Idris Aguirre of Everton. They want him to join them, but a lot of clubs over there in Saudi Pro League, they want the 34-year-old Senegalese player. Well, quickly, let's talk about Newcastle United, Liverpool and Chelsea. They are keen on Sporting Lisbon Ivorian defender. His name is Ousmane Diomande. Ousmane Diomande is generating a lot of interest from Newcastle, Liverpool and Chelsea, who only want this Sporting Lisbon defender to join them in their club. Well, the last one has to do with United. Manchester United could offer Mason Greenwood as part of a deal for defender Gleison Bremer, a Brazilian from Juventus. They want to go for Bremer to join them, and they will actually part with a player and some cards, and that player could be Mason Greenwood. Well, Greenwood is not even ready to come back to Manchester United. He's so happy over there in Getafe, but anything can actually happen in the world of football. Before you blink, anything can just change hand. Well, that's it on the show. Sport update on Trust TV. I'm Adeniyi Ajisafe. Thanks for watching.